We're Lance and Christy. Join us as we build our dream. Welcome to Knight's Helm Farms. All right, here's an update on the electrical in this bay. They have all of the outlets run. The box, that's where the solar power will come in from outside. The solar rack is right out the window there. All the outlets all the way around. They ran up and over across the ceiling. We get some outlets on the ceiling for the lights that we have. They're just plug-in shop lights, so. And then electrical outlets here that all are on their own circuit for the saws and everything. And then we have an outlet over here that's on its own circuit as well for refrigerator. Okay. So that's kind of all that's happened in here so far. There's more to come. In here they've run electrical to lights and then more lights here. And then they're doing quad outlets here between the doors. And then there'll be another quad outlet over here for this bay. And this bay gets a light as well, but they haven't run that. And then there'll be a switch here for this light only. And then a switch on the other side of this wall that'll operate those 5 lights. And a dual switch over on that side that'll operate those 5 lights. So no matter what direction we're coming from, we can turn them on. Anyway, looks really good. Nice and clean. And then that wall will be spray foamed. So all of those wires and everything will be covered up. But everything is very well hidden. I'm doing a nice job. Oh, they're running that one all the way over into the next bay. Anyhow, just probably set you up on super speed for a while. end of day 3. We have a lot of things that are completely finished and some things that are not quite finished, like the light switch that goes there. But then that electrical outlet over there is done. This one's done. This one's done. It's gonna be nice.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yep.
And then we have a switch here, but it's not wired. What does this electrical go to? Oh, that goes to this switch. There's gonna be a switch there in that box, but they have the light on the ceiling already. And then I think this electrical, yeah, that electrical outlet over there is finished. So they're really, really close to being finished with it, but they're coming back on Monday to do the air conditioner. And so that electrician will finish off this work. And in here, this is all finished. In here, and then they worked on the panel a little bit today. Kind of neatened it up a little bit. They got the outlets on the ceiling finished. They still have to put the purlins in to fill the gap. We've got the gap all across there on that side and on this side. Then once the insulation gets in. Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's so nice and neat. I can't believe
Right.
how much better it looks.
Well, especially since they used a much smaller conduit.
Yeah.
Than what we
because
had.
they ran everything individual. We were trying to do more than one wire per conduit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
And then they went through the uprights instead of around them like we did because we were afraid to drill them. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yep.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yep. All right, so that's where we're wrapping up for the weekend.
Yep. Put it in here.
It's gonna be nice. Yeah, you don't lock it though. Just close it. It's gonna be nice. Interesting to see how bright all these lights are. Since there's 5 of them in here, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna light it up.
Yeah. It's gonna be brighter than daytime.
Probably. It's gonna be nice. Anyway. Yeah, I got a lock right here. I don't know. Oh yeah, this door. There you go. So now we can go sit down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Today they're adding the metal up there to fill in that hole. If you look down that way further, you can see there's a hole all along. And then they're gonna put in the air conditioner, the mini split, and so that's what those 2 verticals over there are for. And they're talking about the electrical.
Yeah. The water's gonna come out on this end.
Electrical for the mini split over there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
Obviously not down there or here, so we can still tie the wire in here. Yeah.
And he's also working on the main box right there, getting everything situated, making it pretty, and then he said he was going to test it tomorrow. And I'm not sure when the solar will be hooked up, but he can test it with the generator. So. So he got all of the purling up there. All of those holes are filled. And now he's on the other side doing the last 3 bays. While Jesse's doing that, Gabe's working on getting the air conditioner hooked up. Oh, and they moved the slab again to here. Whatever works best. We had it there. We moved it there. Now it's over here. But anyway, so that's kind of cool. Progress. And ground rod. Ground rod's in. He's still working on trimming the fence lines. Oh, there you are. I'm looking for you. Where'd you go? So he's testing the electricity. This light was just on, and the switch for it is right here, and it's running off of the welder actually, so it was kind of dim. These won't come on because it pulls too much juice for what the welder's creating, but he's able to test if there's a current anyway.
I'm not 100% how all this is wired in.
So I know that one and that one are on the same circuit.
Okay.
And then that one
that
and the
shop.
next one is on
I
the,
think,
yeah.
if I'm right, the power from that shop's coming off to feeding the lights as well.
Oh yeah?
Which is not a big deal with these are LED. They're not gonna pull much
Right,
power.
right.
So, but let me know if you hear that beep.
Okay. Yep. No, green light. Yep. So you want me to put it in that one over there to see if it's working on that side?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.